A study published in the Journal of Personal and Social Relationships revealed that about 25% of the overall population has experienced some sort of narcissistic abuse in their life. Today we're going to be discussing why narcissistic awareness on YouTube and other social media platforms is becoming increasingly dangerous for people in terms of narcissistic abuse. I'll be making two different points throughout this video as to why it's becoming increasingly more dangerous. First one's important, second one's most important. For those of you, if it's your first time, I welcome you. For those of you, if you're back, welcome back. My name is Joe. I'm an entrepreneur, investor, business, life, and relationship coach. So the reason I'm making this video and what kind of triggered this whole thing is that I had somebody I was in a conversation with come up to me and bring something up, someone that may have recognized me locally, and turn around to me and said that, oh, that narcissism stuff is so trendy right now. And I'm like, what do you mean trendy? Like, what does trendy mean? Do you think this is a joke? Like, do you think that I'm making this stuff up? Do you think that I'm just doing this because I'm trying to get likes or views? I mean, likes and views are great and everything, but for any of you that have been tuned into my videos, like, I've gone through this stuff and I wanted to share my story. Not specifically about who, but I wanted to share what I went through and try to educate people based off of what I learned through therapy, psychiatrists, psychologists, and other experts. So why do you think that this is a joke of some sort? So she just says to me, oh, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, and I saw an article of some sort that said that this is the new trending topic and people are making this. Interesting point. And then I kind of started to notice that I've been seeing this narcissism topics everywhere. But I'm noticing patterns. And I'm a big guy about patterns because I'm a big Tony Robbins guy. I attend a lot of those events, and they always teach us in business mastery that we need to acknowledge patterns. I'm noticing a lot of patterns. I do watch a lot of these videos just to see if I can get some insights from other experts. And everybody's a self-proclaimed expert, right? That's just given on YouTube and everything else, with the whole authenticity thing no longer there, or at least I feel like it's not. But I'm always seeing the same points. I get reels, I get videos, and sometimes it looks like someone's just filming it on their mother's couch. And it just, here's my thing. Any of you that have been through something traumatic, we have scars, and that's okay. They're visible scars. They're visible on the outside. But what I noticed is people that have gone through it also can see my scars immediately. There's a certain type of energy and presence and just like connection you have with these people when they start talking about it. I could tell for the most part if someone's been through it or they're just regurgitating something they looked up in a textbook or on Google. And why is that important? Because I understand that a lot of people are making content now because everybody wants to be famous and everyone wants to drive these ultra expensive cars and they want to do something, and that's great. But I don't believe that doing it without authenticity is good, right? There's people that have actually been through this stuff. And when I see this stuff, I go, there's people that really have these scars. Do you think this is some sort of joke to you? Like, I get it. You can Google stuff with AI. You could pretty much research anything at this point. But I see you. You're trying to make a buck here, and you're trying to build something on the backs of these people that have actually been through it. No offense, but how dare you? Why don't you find something else to talk about? Don't talk about something you don't know. Because I can tell as soon as you start talking about something that you're just regurgitating stuff and reading off a whiteboard, which is fine if you want to read off a whiteboard, but I can tell you haven't been through it. And that doesn't make me any better than you. It just means that maybe you should pick a different topic and don't make money on the backs of people that have actually gone through something so traumatic that it's going to affect them for the rest of their lives. But we have that everywhere on social media and YouTube with everything. Everyone's an expert. Everybody's a doctor. Everybody's a board certified. You don't even know. You don't know what you're looking at. I mean, I can't even buy stuff on Instagram anymore because half the time it's a scam. All these trainers and these books and taking pictures on fancy jets, and it's not even a real jet. It's a studio. You don't know what to believe anymore. But what we do know is, if we could relate to something that we've been through, whether it be business, family, narcissism, anything you can think of, if you've truly been through something, when you talk to someone and they're bringing about the topic of whatever it may be, you could tell right away if they've been through it, especially if you've got the scars. And the reason this trend is becoming so important, and this is going to be my most important point here, guys, I promise I'm not going to try to keep you too long today because I'm kind of just freelancing this, but I did start to notice Everyone's jumping on this narcissism awareness thing, and they're throwing statistics out. Red flags of a narcissist, what this type of narcissist does, what that type of narcissist does. And it's everywhere, right? But here's the thing, guys. You're seeing this stuff. But you know who else is also seeing this stuff? The people that actually abuse others. They're seeing it. And they are starting to learn from it. It's making them better at what they do. It's causing them to go back in their shell, reevaluate it, and know that there's some good points and bad points. Now, good points is if it's a little more aware. I don't believe they're just going to stop doing what they do. They're always going to do it, right? They're going to be more calculated now because the awareness is out there. My problem with it is, why is this topic a trending thing that people are using to make money or some sort of just posting stuff everywhere? I get it. You can Google it and stuff, but it's getting in front of these people that actually do abuse people, and you're making them aware of the knowledge that we now know, and they're getting better from it, right? They're not going to watch a video like mine. They're not interested in somebody like me. But when you're making videos and you're just spitting stuff out and you just got a reel with a background that's just got a list of characteristics and stuff like that, and it's getting in front of them, you're only going to make them better at what they do. It's dangerous. It's dangerous for people with good hearts. It's dangerous for people that hold a lot of empathy for others, because you're giving us the opportunity to now get retaken advantage of, or other people to get taken advantage of that thought they were aware, but now they know that you're aware. So now they can get better at what they do to override what you thought you were already prepared for. Does that make sense? And that's why this awareness thing is so dangerous. And I think the awareness is important, guys. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you're not authentic and you haven't been through it, and you're not really qualified to, I don't even want to say qualified to talk about it, because anybody can be, right? Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you really know about it. You know the textbook, but you don't really know about it. But so let's just put it this way. What I'm trying to say is, if you're going to create content on the backs of people that have scars, and you've got no experience through it, and you shouldn't be talking about it, butt out. Is basically what I'm saying. Find something else to make content about, because you're only making it more difficult for the people that are trying to move on with their lives, because they're going to have scars forever. We never get over these stuff, guys. It's going to be a part of us forever. So the last thing that we want you to do is make it easier for other people to take advantage of others to go what we went through, because we already have to deal with this for the rest of our lives. So why don't you find something more constructive and of value to make your videos about, rather than what you see is easy to make content about, when you've never even been through half the stuff you're talking about. I'm not just talking about narcissism, guys. I'm talking about people that claim to have figured out Bitcoin and they have no idea what they're doing, and people that have claimed to be an ultra successful business person and have no idea what they're doing. Just for views, just for likes, it's all a facade. I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather have nothing and live my life authentically and true to myself than pretend to be somebody I'm not 24/7, because you have to look yourself in the mirror. And anybody that's been through this abuse, guys, sometimes it's hard to be genuine to yourself, because you think, did I do this to myself in a way? Is the way I behaved throughout my life and the choices I made, I thought I was a good person, but this happened to me. Is it because I'm who I am and I'm true to myself? This is why people take advantage of me? Yes and no. People who are genuine and have good hearts get taken advantage of, unfortunately. But we build our skin, we build our walls, we build our awareness, and it gets better. But never blame yourself for being authentic and genuine to your values and what you believe. There's so much more value in bringing something that's valuable to the marketplace for people in terms of helping them. You can help other people and ask for nothing in return. That's a very fulfilling thing. Instead of just trying to put on a facade that you're this person and you know all this stuff and you really don't. But I guess for you guys, any of you that have been tuning into my videos so far, and I really appreciate all of you for telling your stories. They've been so inspirational and great. Just be careful. All right, just be careful what you watch because there's a lot of misleading stuff out there and it's a lot of bait just to get views. There's not much value anymore being brought to the marketplace. And when I mean value, it doesn't mean a content that's just worth a lot of money. It's someone genuinely bringing something of value, right? Let me give you an example. If I were a business owner or an entrepreneur and I built a 8-figure business or a 10-figure business, and I decided to come on and mentor people that were in my position at one point to grow and get somewhere, that would be giving back. That would be bringing something of value. Now, why is that more valuable than you buying somebody else's random article you saw on Instagram? Because this person has done it. They've been through it. And if you want to, you can connect with this person. I've been in your shoes before. I've been there. I know what it feels like. You get me, right? If you get me, I trust you a little more. Why would I trust you a little more? Because you know what it feels like to be in my shoes, which means you can connect with me now. You know what I need. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors out there these days, and I really hope that this whole social media trend where this toxic type of content is just going to come to an end overall at some point. I think it's on its way, but we need to make an effort to just stay true to ourselves, guys, every single day. Life is always more fulfilling that way. Hope you guys agree. You want to tell any stories or drop any comments, feel free to drop them below. If you haven't already, liked and subscribed to the channel to check out some of the other videos. If not, check you on the next video.